on Twitter. And then the final thing is the whole chicken, the whole enchilada, someone to sit down and feast on you. And they're going to want to spend a couple of hours hearing about what you're doing. This is your blog. This is your in-person self, how you show up in real life. This is your own TV show, your podcast. These are things that you're updating on a regular basis and that kind of flesh out the brand you. So tonight we're going to do some small group work on these questions. What makes you remarkable? What makes you stand out? Is it your travels? Is it your career? Is it creating? And how can you succinctly express that? What benefit do you provide your followers? So you've signed on to Twitter now. Almost everyone in the room, hopefully everyone in the room has a Twitter account. What compels people to push that follow button and actually listen to what you have to say and listen to what you are tweeting about? Who are you trying to reach? If you say, oh, we want everybody, we're a startup, we don't care, we just want everyone to use our product, you're going to find that you're casting your net really wide. And it might actually work to hone your focus and say, actually, I want to talk to moms, new moms between the ages of 30 and 50, and I want to talk to them about organic baby clothing. Okay, so I actually know a company, Sama Baby, that does just that. They're not talking to all moms. They're talking to moms who want organic clothing for their babies. They're not talking to any mom who wants organic clothing. They're talking to moms who shop at Whole Foods. And you have to continually hone, refine, and find a granular sort of approach for your brand. I know a lot of people job searching right now, for example, and they're applying at the Mountain Sun, they're applying at the Cup, they're applying at Sydney's, they're applying at the toy shop, they're applying at the mall, they're applying everywhere. And I would say that time might be better spent figuring out what it is they do really well and then talking to those people who need their services rather than saying, I'm applying for a job, any job. Well, that's not remarkable, okay? Everyone's applying for a job. What makes you remarkable? What makes you a remarkable candidate? So who are you trying to reach? Another part of the brand guidelines that we're going to work on tonight, and we're going to actually do this on paper, we're not going to have our computers, are there things that you will and won't talk about online? Are there things that you will and won't share as part of your personal brand? It's good to know that in advance. I know some people who don't cuss. I know some people who don't share certain photos of their family because they don't want to jeopardize their family's privacy. Start thinking about those things. These are things I will share. These are things I won't share. Tonight we're also going to work on our personal mission statements, and this may inform your About page. Why do you want to be online? What's compelling you to wake up in the morning and get on Twitter? Those are questions to ask yourself weekly, daily, depending on how often you want to reflect on that. And then tonight we're also going to work in pairs to do these things, to practice sharing what those goals are, what that mission is, and our nugget, our bucket, and our Thanksgiving dinner. Tom Peters, the article that I referenced earlier in The Brand Called You from Fast Company said, no matter what you're doing today, there are 4 things you've got to measure yourself against. First, you've got to be a great teammate and a supportive colleague. We're going to do that in pair work tonight. Second, you've got to be an exceptional expert at something that has real value. Okay, something to be thinking about. Are you going to be olive oil? Are you going to be travel? Are you going to be social media? What is that essence of what you're doing that you can boil down and give to people in a nugget? Third, you've got to be a broad-gauged visionary, a leader, a teacher, a far-sighted Imagineer. Fourth, you've got to be a business person. So you have to always be thinking about how you're going to monetize this. That's kind of maybe a long way off, but it's something to bear in mind. So if you have a pen and a piece of paper, you're going to be needing that. And you can go ahead and close your computers now. And here's a sobering thought. This is what happens when you don't hold up your personal guidelines. Oprah is a phenom. She's got her own talk show. She's got her magazine. She's got a school in Africa. And her first tweet, she says, "Hi, Twitters. Thank you for a warm welcome. Feeling really 21st century." And Shaquille O'Neal said, "At Oprah, your caps are on, by the way." Right. Something to bear in mind is as you're approaching these new mediums, what standards do you want to uphold? And even if you are Oprah, you are people will forgive you. But her very tweet was she had her caps lock on. So just things to bear in mind that it's okay. We're going to actually head upstairs. We're going on a field trip. And there's a lobby area upstairs, so on the second floor. So let's go ahead and head up there now. I think this is going to be offline. Bye.